Buffalo has a lot of assets that would make it a great destination for filmmakers. It has beautiful architecture that would allow you to shoot any period, really, from the early or the late 1800s on. Some of the assets are older than that, like Fort Niagara. Also has a great abundance of natural assets, forests and the lake, Niagara Falls, for instance, that make it incomparable when it comes to a location. Buffalo can stand in for most East Coast cities, including and not limited to New York, Cleveland, certainly any of those East Coast cities. But also it could pass for cities of different eras, anything from the late 1800s. You can shoot in Buffalo because of its wealth of architectural assets. Actually intact houses. You just have to change the street signage and put some period cars on the street, and you can shoot any time in the 1900s, really. Buffalo really needs three things to be a great filmmaking destination. It needs some more assets, for instance, New York State certified film stages that will allow the filmmaker to receive the 30% tax incentives that New York State offers. Another thing is there needs to be more indigenous crew people here. It needs to have people that can live and work as locals if a visiting crew were to come here, at least in the seconds and thirds of each department in a film crew. I guess the third thing would be it needs some vendors that deal in the specialized equipment that's used in the film industry, grip and lighting equipment chiefly. And I guess the other thing is the miscellaneous infrastructural stuff that needs to take place. Better communication between the film commission and filmmakers and so on. When my great-grandfather came to this country, he came to Buffalo and worked as a tinsmith. He was hired at the Pierce Arrow auto plant, creating fenders for the Pierce Arrow. It's exciting to see that building repurposed for the 21st century. What was in the past the heart of one of the most technologically advanced cars is now going to be sort of in the forefront of the film and television industry in Buffalo. So what was the home of a new industry then is going to be the home of a new industry again in Buffalo, the film and television industry. The other exciting aspects is that the stage is truly going to be one of the most beautiful in New York State. The architect George Carey, who also designed the Historical Society here in Buffalo, is an American educated architect and a Beaux Arts educated artist. So I personally think that the architect himself would approve the repurposing of the building for this combination of art and science that is the film industry.